Hello and welcome back to Zedaph Survival Commander, the series in which we take command blocks and we shove them painfully into survival mode and see what happens, basically. And I'm guessing that eventually I am just going to accidentally destroy the entire world with some command block or something because they're incredibly powerful and I'm an idiot. So, yeah, don't get too attached to the world. I'm sure it will come to a halt, a very sad ending shortly, and there'll be no warning. All of a sudden I'll just go, uh-oh, I accidentally destroyed the entire world and I can't get it back, so bye. Anyway, what are we doing today? Well, we are over here at our soon-to-be base. It's slowly kind of getting there. I say that, no, there's not much going on here. This is what we're going to work on today. But last episode, let me show you what I did. We made this quartz growing machine. Now, the entire base here I want to kind of make out of quartz. That's our primary thing. And, you know, quartz can be quite time-consuming to get. And, of course, we have the power of command blocks. So, I've made these little quartz growing chambers. They use sugar to grow. A lot of people said maybe use sand instead. But I like the idea that you can grow sugar, whereas sand, you actually have to kind of get. I know I could then make a machine to maybe, like, break cobblestone down into sand or something to get that. Anyway, I like the sugar idea, okay? We're going to crystallize the sugar into the quartz crystals. It's a very special process. And basically, yeah, we've got 4 chambers here. Each one makes a quartz crystal. I think it's about every 40 seconds. I can't remember the exact maths now. I've changed the redstone around a little bit since last time. So now each button individually automatically puts a piece of sugar out and also a water bucket out. And they're all individually run. I might connect these up to each other so that we can just press one master button and maybe even have a clock that runs that just keeps doing it as long as I keep them sugar things filled. So as soon as we've got like a constant flow of sugar coming in, I might set that up. But anyway, at the moment we can press the button. It gets the the quartz growing thing ready to go. You can see the water's slowly evaporating down. Like that, we can get the rest of them running as well. I've got 4 on the go so that we can have an entire quartz block made every, I think it's 40 seconds. They're all slowly evaporating. It's going to turn into quartz any second now. There are a few issues with the system. I have changed the command block slightly since last episode. I've made each one run individually before they kind of relied on one main power system for the water dispensers at the back. There's our quartz block. Come to me. Get in that hopper. Yeah, there we go. Okay, lovely. Nether quartz there, and the rest will just follow shortly. So this is how we're going to be getting our quartz for our base. I think it's a fair trade-off. I think it's pretty good. But today, I do want to start trying to actually lay out the foundation of the base. We're going to set up a little central area thing here. And then I think I want to try and start moving some of this stuff over. So I think I'm going to try and make a little enchantment area. I've got an idea of something that could look that could look quite cool that you could only do in a survival commander world. So yeah, we'll get to that in just a minute. But first, like I say, let me. Is my quartz done? Is it done? I think so. Yes, there we go. So that's another block of quartz there. Bing, and then I'm just going to get these going. I'm basically just coming over here and clicking these every so often just to get them all going, and yeah, it's much better that way. So anyway, let me get some work done, and we will kind of, see how the base is going to start panning out. So nice and quickly, I want to work on just a little mini central area here and kind of show you the exact kind of style of decoration that I'm going to be going for this main base area. But to start with, we've got to get this guy out the way. He's our teleporting kind of marker kind of thing. We've got one at the platform as well. So let's just use some water just to move him just out the way a little bit. You're right in the way there, mate. Come on. Come on now. Play fair. So you can just go over here. That's it. Whee! And lovely. Don't go flowing everywhere. No, don't come back. Okay, good. Right, he's out the way. So now when we come back here, we should go to him. Yep, very nice. Lovely. And then we just need to move this command block, taking us back to the platform one as well. If I just do the little clear up. Come back to me, everyone. Right, okay. So we take this off. We can look at the command. We want to copy that. Remember it so we don't forget it when we move it. We're going to change it to delete. Boop. It pops off. Let's just set the middle block there. Actually, that's a really bad way of setting it. And there we go. That just shows us where the middle is so we don't lose it. Let's go and put this one over near him. And we can pop the command block back down again. And we just want to paste that code back in so we can go to the same thing. This is the beauty of these markers and things is we don't have to worry about coordinates or anything like that. We literally just move these guys around, move these around. And yeah, look, it all works still. We go back and forth to the same things. It's perfect. Excellent. Right. So now we've got this middle bit here. What kind of height am I? Wait, so I'm at level 40. Yeah, that's right. So we're under a big mountain here. So we should have about 40 blocks below us and about 40 blocks above us before we reach the top of the mountain. So we're kind of in the middle here because this cave, I'm imagining, is going to get very, very big as time goes on. And we're going to have little floating bits like this. Like at the minute, it's all kind of, closed in. But eventually, this will be its own little compartment. And all this back redstone will have to sort of be covered up with quartz and stuff. It won't be this back bit. It'll be a nice little shell of quartz. And yeah, it'll all be kind of neat and tucked away. And we'll have these bits all floating around, up high, down low, over there, left, right, up, left, back, round, backwards. And everything will kind of be dotted around and we'll sort of have little markers where things are. I reckon we're going to be using teleporters a lot, generally. Once we've sort of started getting a bigger kind of base going on, why walk? Hey, look, there's a torch over there. I don't want to walk there. Bloop, teleport there. Why not? That's kind of the goal. So, I've been stupid. Oh, let me put my armor back on. I'm rubbish at fighting. I've been stupid here because I need some quartz blocks. I know we're slowly getting them from here, but I have been moving them over to the storage room place. So, I'm going to go back and get them. I'm going to make a little centerpiece here. And hopefully, yeah, it'll give you an idea of what kind of look we're going for. So this is going to be the rough size of our kind of centerpiece of our base. Just a little kind of 5x5 platform. Or is it? No, it's not. It's 7x7. But the inner rim here, I want to actually fill with coloured glass. All different colours. I'm going to kind of go for a very... Because obviously the base itself, quartzy, is very, very... plain, kind of, but it makes the glass, the multicoloured glass, pop like crazy. This is just going to be like a massive crystal cave. When you see in computer games, it'll be like all these different coloured crystals sticking out that are all glowing. It's going to be very bright, very colourful, yet very kind of minimalistic as well. It's hard to explain. But I do need to go and get the glass here, the coloured glass. I've got some dyes already. I've picked up a few different colours here. I do need some green, so cactus. And I think there's a desert not too far away. So I'm also going to pick up a bunch of sand so we can smelt that down for the glass as well. And then we'll pop that in and we'll see how it looks. It might look terrible, but in my head it looks beautiful. Aha! Sand. Back to the basics. I love it. Yeah, so much sand. Coloured glass, check. Where to put them, I don't know. I think the trick is to kind of just, I don't know, dot a couple of them sort of around in different places and kind of try and hope that it sort of looks a little bit sort of random. Let's sort of go here and maybe here. I'm thinking maybe sort of 2/3 per one, sort of, like the colours need to just kind of, I don't know, maybe another one there. I don't want there to be any sort of pattern. I want it to look very, very sort of nice and random, but I don't want any sort of two of the same colour touching each other. And then, yeah, and then greens can fill the gaps. That looks pretty rainbow-fired. I quite like the look of that, actually. Let's get up higher a little bit. Yeah, I like that. Rainbow Land is a go. We can probably make this middle bit just look a little bit nicer. Yes, I'm using a diamond block for the centerpiece. It's the center of the entire base. I think it's okay. So, what could we do? Oh, I've not got enough pillars. We could have stairs around like this. No, other way around I think would look better. We could have them aiming into the center. And then we could just have the pillar ones in the corners there. If I had two more, yeah, I'm on the ball. Bush, bush. I think this is pretty good, like I say, for a centerpiece. Quite happy with it. We're going to have pathways that are lined with the coloured glass all the way around. All these kind of walkways. They probably won't be this wide. They might be like, I don't know, maybe even 1 block wide with the glass either side. So that makes it 3. I'm not sure. Anyway, this is the style we're going to go with. So I probably need to move this guy back to here. We can make him invisible. But do we want to? That's the question. We can also hide his name tag. So here we go. This is the winning one. I made him a marker and made him invisible with this command down here. And that made him nice and teeny tiny like this. We can also make it so that it won't show the name tag if we want to. But at the minute, I quite like it. It says base. This is the base, of course. So I think it's all good. Obviously, this teleporter here, we're going to need to make some sort of little teleporter room. But our base, our platform thing over here, this is just temporary, really. So once we've moved all this stuff into our main base, we're not going to need this platform really anymore anyway. I might still keep the actual building part of it, but the teleporter we're not really going to need. We might just move it to our farms down there or something like that. So we might keep this as some kind of, I don't know, higher view. Maybe we'll put all our different farms around the outside. I'm not sure. It'd be a shame to waste such a platform and, you know, keep it for nostalgic reasons. But anyway, let me get on with the next part. I did mention that we were going to try and get the enchantment area started in today's episode and jazz it up with some command block magic. So let me get working on that. And yeah, you'll see what I mean when I say jazz in just a moment. So my plan here is for us to have like a little staircasey thing leading up to, I don't know what you'd call it, like a little plinth area here. And then just floating off in the distance, maybe not that low, at the same height as us, we're going to have an enchanting table. Now, I want this to kind of be floating above a void. Like, I want this to look very, very dangerous. Obviously, we're going to get the bookshelves. Let me just put a couple of bookshelves in. I don't think I've got enough either. I think I'm going to have to make some more. Let's put them in up here. We just want the full amount. Let's go some there. Oh, maybe I've got enough. I think I have enough. Never mind. And some there. Up we go. Right, we can get rid of these cobblestone blocks now. Lovely. I've got 2 left over. And what I want to kind of try and achieve is a look of... These bookshelves are slowly getting sucked into a black hole. Okay, so maybe there's one there, one there. I do definitely need some more bookshelves. Okay, let me go. I've got plenty of reeds. I've got some leather. I've got that cow farm going. I'm going to go make some more bookshelves, 6 or 7 more, and then I can kind of explain and show you just a little bit more my kind of plan, my idea of what I think would look pretty cool for a little enchanting area. But functionality-wise, I mean, yeah, you just come up and you just use it. Oh, I haven't even got, actually, the full 30 levels, so I think we need another one here and here as well. But like I say, I'll get a couple more, and that should, yeah, I'll start kind of explaining my idea, giving you the idea of what's actually going to happen here. Right, so I think that's the bookshelf part done. So it's kind of all full up here, and as you can see, it's like it's kind of being torn away from the bottom. It's all jaggedy, horrible, ripped, torn from the world. And what we're going to use here, let me come over here and demonstrate. We are going to be using a block, like I said, that's only viable. We can only do this because of command blocks, right? So if we get on here and hop on, we're going to set block. I'm going to show you, this is kind of, it's decorative, right? So I don't mind just sort of bringing it in, but we are going to use, I'm going to say 1 command block is allowed to spawn 8 of these blocks, and then the command block gets destroyed. That's my kind of rule for this. So we're going to set block. We're just going to do the one above this command block. Minecraft, we're going to go end gateway. Here we go, right. This is what it looks like. Funky stuff. It's like looking into the void. Like, no matter where you look from, the pattern is still the same. It just looks like a kind of torn out part of the world. I don't know. It's got a really funky effect, and I like it a lot. So this, what we're going to do here is basically replace all of these empty gaps, all the bit of the floor down here. I don't know how exactly we're going to merge it yet, but pretty much when you look down, it's just going to look like this kind of crazy bottomless hole, bottomless pit land, weird thing. And of course, it's got all these magical particles around it as well. It's actually very strange. When you get in it, it glows up. It's like not even a block, really. It's nothing there. But it does have these built-in teleport functions, because obviously in the real end, when you step in one of these, it will teleport you to the outer end islands. So we could actually use this as well, once we've made our XP farm, as a thing where you jump in it, and it will teleport you automatically to the XP farm of your choice. But for now, we're just going to have it look pretty. So like I say, I'm going to have to use the command block to bring these into the world, and then the cost for it is we're going to just use 8. When we've set 8 of these in, we're going to destroy the command block. I'm going to, instead of doing a set block sort of on itself, how do I access the command block? I can't. I'm going to have to place another one down. Oh, that's not a command block. Yeah, we're going to set the block on itself so it destroys the command block. So if I can actually pick this one up, please. So we're going to set this one to air just to get rid of it. Boom. Okay, lovely. And then we can, so we can move these over. So I want to show you me doing it on camera briefly. So let me just get these bits up and away, and then we'll start placing them down. I have my command block here in place. The command is in. When we set this, it's going to make this block here turn into it. We're just going to go all the way around the outside, and then finally make this one an end gateway as well. So, bloop. Like that. Oh, also, this beam only appears for a little while whilst the block's new. It's got like an age counter, and as soon as it goes over a certain age, it just stops showing the beam, unless an entity goes in it. But yeah, there we go. It's stopped now. That looks so freaky. Right, okay. So we can edit this command block to be this one. Set. Lovely. Then we can do this one. So I'm just going to go all the way around and work these out. And like I say, when I get round to it, we're going to destroy the command block itself. So there we go, we've placed the 8 around the edge, and the final 9th one here. Push! It destroyed the command block, it's gone. That was the cost of us bringing those blocks in. Now I've got to try and sort of do it for all these little jaggedy hole edge bits as well. So I'll get doing those. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'll probably use 2 command blocks and use them up for these bits as well. And dish. There we go, come back button. So that looks crazy. It looks very, very weird. But there we go, like it's kind of going off into the nothingness. I'm thinking though, see that like this bookshelf here, should we see the top and the side? Like, does it look weird that it's just the face of a bookshelf? Should we be able to see the 3D-ness? Because we could do it, we could just push this block here back. So instead it was here, and yeah, and then we could sort of see the top side. We could push this one back to here, and then we would see the edges. So I might just have a little go at doing that. Does it look a bit weird, just sort of seeing like a floating face of it? The other good thing about these as well is they join together. Like the texture is just one. If you sort of see as I move around, the texture doesn't actually really move. It kind of moves with my vision, and they all just look like one. No matter whether they're further away, closer up, whatever, you know, a different angle, it's just one space that they're kind of looking into. I think it's a really cool texture, a really cool sort of technique. But yeah, I think I am going to have a go at pushing these back a block, just so that we could sort of see the full, like the other sides of the bookshelves there. Just see how that looks. So I have pushed most of them back. I like that much better, being able to see these sort of edges and the top bits and stuff of the bookshelves there. I'm kind of struggling though, working out how I'm going to actually kind of frame this in. Like, do I keep this pillar going all the way up here? Do I do it around the top bit as well? Like, when you're sort of stood here and you can't see any stone, it looks really cool, but how do I merge nothingness into something? I really don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm thinking maybe I'm going to have to, if I've got some more slabs, sort of come out weirdly like this. And just sort of like frame it in with, haven't got any more. Frame it in with some, some quartz. Just sort of so that, you know, I'll fill blocks in here so that you can't see all that mess. Basically, from this angle here, we should be able to look in and see it. But from every other angle, it should be covered up with some other proper, you know, physical, real world kind of block. So we might have something that sort of goes up to join on here as well. I really don't know. It's a tough one. I'm going to kind of have a little play around with it. I did use a lot more I've only got 9 command blocks left. I think I used 5 or 6 to summon in all of those. It's a bit weird, the fact that you can sort of like go into it. Like, I'm inside it now. Yeah, it's strange. It's kind of doing my head in a little bit, but I like the final effect. Uh-oh, now I'm stuck. Okay, I have to break this. Ish. There we go. So I'm going to carry on with it. Like I said, I'm going to just work out how to sort of frame it in so that it just doesn't look as peculiar. But yeah, it's certainly looking good. I really like the concept. So yeah, just a little bit more work and hopefully we'll get something looking pretty good. I think I have managed to successfully frame it. So we've just got this archway over like that, a little pillory bit at the top there. And yeah, when you look down, any angle, it just looks like a bottomless pit. Except when you come around here, you can't see the edge of that block because there is a block right there. But I think that's okay. I think that works. You can't tell that there's a block there, really, so I like it. Little staircase up. Like I said, all I want to get doing now is do the colourful glass thing, continue the path on a little bit. I also noticed that I'd actually put this in the wrong place, so I picked this up and moved it all over one block so that it's now very centred with all the doors there and the thing there as well. So we'll just add this up to the path, and that should be it for today's episode. I'm really liking how this is coming along. Considering I've not got that many resources, really, I feel like I'm able to build exactly what I want. I'm really enjoying it. The command blocks give it that nice little flourish. That's kind of the goal of the series. Command blocks should not be super crazy overpowered. They should just be helping to add a little extra spicy flavour to vanilla Minecraft. Bloop. There we go. So, I think this is looking okay. I've got the pillar block down the middle to kind of show you that it's a path. They're very colourful blocks either side, and they kind of go up the edge bits of the stairs as well. It might be slightly overkill. I'm not sure. Let me know your thoughts on it. It can obviously all be tweaked very easily at any point that I need to as well, but I think that looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with what we've made. Let's clear away a little bit so we can see it a little bit better. Ah, it's great. I mean, in the end, all these pathways and that, I think, are going to be floating, right? Because we're going to try and clear out everything. Everything that's stone is going to go. So this whole cave is going to be a massive hole with just these, like, quartz paths winding all around, things higher, things lower, like I was saying earlier on in the episode. So I think it's going to look pretty cool. Bit by bit, we're just going to kind of dig out the stone as we're kind of making new parts to it. Of course, obviously, once I get around the back of this, we're going to have to cover it up, just like the same as the quartz machine there. But like I said, we'll just play it by ear, because I'm hoping that a little bit later down the line, I'm going to have this hooked up to a kind of much more automatic way of doing it. So this chest will just slowly fill up with quartz. It'll auto-harvest sugarcane, it'll bring it here, it'll fill it up, it'll do all that stuff. So, yeah, things will get a bit easier, whereas at the minute, I'm still kind of quite manually doing things. But anyway, that is going to be it for today's episode. So I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, then please, please, please hit that like button. It really, really helps. It makes the video more appealing to others that may not be sure. They're like, I don't know, is this going to be good? Oh, it's got lots of likes on it. Yay, I like it. And I'll try it. And of course, if you've got any ideas or suggestions, or want to just tell me off, or just say a random word, feel free to comment down there in the comment section as well. I will read them all, and I will try to answer them all if I can too. What else? If you've not already, feel free to subscribe, because then you won't miss any other episodes in the future. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm loving this series. I really hope you are too. It seems like you are, so fingers crossed that will just continue. But anyway, I will see you in the next episode of Zedaph, Survival Commander. Goodbye! Make the swishy things come in now!